Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I am a professional intuitive empath. We're going to jump right into the video. The twin flame hustle sometimes can be a hustle. Let me explain. It doesn't mean twin flames don't exist. I absolutely believe in them. I absolutely know they're real. Doesn't mean soulmates, karmics, all that stuff don't exist. But I'm talking about readers. I had a person reach out to me who has been very confused because there have been a lot of miscommunications there's been a lot of misinformation about the twin flame journey, and they asked me if I could clear it up. And I told them, I'm not the moral authority on twin flames or the authority whatsoever, but I definitely don't mind researching and teaching. That's literally what I'm here to do. So I will be making a video about the 22 signs that you are literally in connection with your twin flame, and I'll have maybe I'll do like a 5-part series regarding that, okay? But the thing that I want you to understand is, guys, the whole point of any kind of intensely focused relationship, no matter what the moniker is for you to find self-love. It is not about you just being enmeshed with another person. Enmeshment and all of that stuff can happen, but really we want interdependency. We don't want codependency. And if you're healing, then seeking that enmeshment is not necessarily... There is a stage in all relationships where that happens. The cupcake stage, the Netflix and still chill stage. Yes, but regarding real spiritual work, if you're an empath, if you're a light worker, if you're an earth angel, yeah, we get that. But there's also the other thing. And for some of you guys that are in separation I'm literally drinking my coffee and just talking to you guys, because this is like, I just read my email and was thinking, oh my goodness, this person is really struggling with this. And it means that there's somebody else in the collective. So you get separated from that twin flame in order for you both to grow. They are your shadow and light side. Twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it. I know in my case, I had someone who was my shadow side, right? They indulge in all the things that I have or knew better than to because of my spiritual journey and where I needed to go. Didn't mean I wasn't tempted, but they got to live it fully. And I tried to raise their vibration spiritually. I don't think I did any good there, but I do know that they at least got a touch of the energy regarding spiritual growth and whatever, and if they ever want to use it, they will. But here's the thing. It wasn't for me to stay forever. In fact, the longer I stayed in my situation, the sicker I got. And I mean physically, I mean emotionally, I mean actually. It was a disaster for me. And that's one of the barometers, guys. While you're waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody, no, that doesn't mean every second of the relationship was terrible. What it does mean is that the last few years turned into a freaking nightmare with a monster out of like some horror film, like The Saw, or I feel like M. Night Shyamalan wrote her ass. It was a disaster because my angel had said, your job here is done. And I detested her. It wasn't, and that will happen, guys. That's meant to force separation. It is not meant to get you to stay there forever. And my point with the twin flame hustle is there are a million channels dedicated in this platform to telling you just hold on and just exercise. Well, listen, I'm not ever going to hate to say exercise, eat good, take care of yourself, smell good, be you. These are the parcels of advice that are being offered. All good advice, but they're saying it, and then at the end of it, the caveat is because you're going to wait for him to discover you and come back into union. It's utter balderdash. It's BS. No, you get another partner that's actually capable to meet you where you're at when you're ready. So yes, take care of yourself, girl. Be looking good, smelling good, and feeling good. But that's not so that, mysterious X over there is going to be like, oh, I'm allured by the honeysuckle scent. F them. You learned your lesson from them. I don't care if you think they're your twin flame for the rest of your life. That is not a thing that I would give to the person that I was dealing with. I wouldn't call it that. They definitely were a catalyst, though. They definitely put me directly into my calling, and that is a powerful karmic soulmated connection. That's what I like to call it. I grew exponentially more with that situation than I ever have in my life, and it sharpened me in a way that was needed. I needed to toughen up, and had I not had that happen, I would not have toughened up. And the same may be for you, empaths especially. And it's not that they did me any favor in their cruelty. It's that we are so powerful as empaths that we transmute energy and we turn it into something else. So I've turned it into my work. I've turned it into art. I've turned it into other things that were positive fuel to catapult me into new business ventures. I turned the pain into something else, and you can do the same. And if you're listening and you're emotionally masturbating with a lot of these readers, and I'm not a hater, I just crush a lot, right? I am not a hater on these people with their hustle. We have to pay our bills. But if you ever come to this channel and you hear this, then you're supposed to know you're not supposed to be in a state of delusion. In order to be an earth angel, you have to be realistic, because sometimes people are grimy AF. You're not changing them. It doesn't matter how much love light and sprinkle juice and rainbow fairy unicorn magic you put on them. They are still terrible, and they still are cravenous, and they still are low vibrational, and they still have a lack in poverty consciousness. And empath, message, so did you at some point, or you wouldn't have been attracted to them. That's a bigger deal. You're like, he's attracted to this toxic feminine. Did you ever think? And I mean, I don't know who this is for, because I'm like, wow, this feels a little harsh. Angel, should I say this? Because I'm saying it to myself. You guys must know that. We all have been on this journey. No one's teaching about this that hasn't experienced it. But did you ever think that you might have been the toxic female? And maybe your toxicity wasn't like, quote unquote, dun dun, the karmic, but it was in a different way. You were codependent, and the karmic is too, and all that stuff. My point is, you evolved, and so why on earth would you want to manifest somebody back that has zero intention, capability, ability, any remorse? They don't miss. Someone needs to hear this today. They don't miss you because they love you. They miss you because they feel like they're missing out. It's FOMO. It has nothing to do with your essence as a woman or your personality. Your new assignment and partner will support you in ways that you didn't even know you needed to be supported. They will feel out the nooks and crannies. That doesn't mean that we make our partners into mind readers. It does mean that someone who is sent to you will share twin flame telepathy that is uncanny, and you can't question it, yeah? And it's very powerful, and it makes you feel seen by the universe, not just by that person. That's the thing, guys. Get your myopic gaze off of your ex or your person you're in separation with, and don't spend hours watching those videos, because I tell you, it's nothing but a mind F. And the reason I say it, I never did. I saw those videos. I watch all kinds of readings as a reader. I'm always sharpening my technique, etc. But when those videos would come up, I immediately had a visceral reaction to it, because I knew it was a bloody hustle. Anybody that has a channel that has whatever they have going on, and every video is about waiting for your person, it's a lie. You do not wait for your person. The way that you evolve is you walk away from that person if they have been abusive enough for that to be warranted, if they're not capable of healthy adult communication, if they're immature and they have no idea what they want. They will keep you in a state of confusion. The same is true for any garden variety F-boy. That's how you know they're an F-boy. Are they asking you to wait for them while they figure, quote unquote, something out, whatever that is, finances, the other affair, their marriage, whatever, while they're asking you to wait for them, even if they're not saying verbally wait for me, but they are insinuating, wait for me, I thought you'd be here forever, that is someone who is a time waster, who has no idea what the hell they want from their life. And they will just take up your sweet time, empath, and time is ticking by. What happened yesterday that I saw? One of the Rolling Stones members died, right? And I saw that, and I thought of all the fun he had, and all the parties, and all the cocaine he did, and all the women he slept with, and all the debauchery they got into. What a freaking life that he blazed through and lived completely. But at 80 years old, I'm sure he wanted 5 more years, or 10 more seconds, or maybe he didn't. Maybe he got his fill. And the reason this comes up to me is because we have one life. And he lived it. And he slept with all the people he wanted to sleep with. He had all the great love of his lives he wanted to have. He had all of the fun he wanted to have. He left it all on the table, as they say. And I don't know why it touched me when I thought of him, and I thought of you guys out there standing still on pause, not living your life to the fullest, waiting for somebody to come back to you and be like, what are they going to say to you? Do you understand that when you get into separation, you become two different people? That's what I want you to know. So don't spend so much time emotionally masturbating with these readers that have to pay their bills. I am a reader that pays my bills too. I am never hating, but and I get it. There's a time in the journey, if you don't know that. Fortunately, I skipped that part. I always understood ahead of time what was going on regarding separation and that there was no backseas and all that stuff. So I wasn't like, in one day. No, 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 no. I had hope like anybody for healthy communication. And then my angels were like, girl, did you not meet your ex? Do you not know who this person was? They're fucking crazy. That's not happening. And it was laughable lately. Well, lately it has been incredibly laughable now that I see how life is turning out. However, in the beginning, I got it, but even then I didn't get pulled into that undertow because it can be very addictive and very misleading. People do not just wake up and decide their behavior is going to be different. If you had someone that consistently was duplicitous to you, that takes a lot of practice, time, and energy. Okay? So, guys, raise your vibration and know that you deserve to have someone come in who can speak life into you in a way that you would never imagine. You won't have to beg for it, you won't have to plead for it. It's just there and it will amaze you. And I promise you, trust me, I walk clients out of toxic relationships and into healthy ones all the time. Excuse me. I promise you, in a year or so, my loves, you will look back and be like, wow. So don't punish yourself and don't do that to yourself. You deserve someone who is 1000% there for you. And let the universe give it to you this time. Instead of you picking, because we didn't do too good. You know, Patty Stanger from the $1 Million Matchmaker says the penis does the picking. And let's just translate that. Our libido does the picking sometimes. Who you're attracted to is not necessarily, or who you think you have quote unquote chemistry with, is not necessarily your right partner. And you can have chemistry with whoever the universe sends you with too, but it will be authentically built. Slowly, gradually, over time, something solid, built to last, not just on shifting sands. I love you guys so much. Love yourself. It was just 11:44. Someone look up that number. That's about putting in the work and what you're manifesting. So what are you manifesting? And don't continue to emotionally give energy to a thing that is just a whisper, just a gossamer thread, something that's already long been evaporated and that really never existed. Okay? Love you guys so much. Come back and join me and we will continue to evolve together.